Imagine standing in a crowded room where every face is turned away. Yet in the next moment, you speak a single sentence and the entire room pivots toward you. That moment is not magic. It is the art of influence, honed through intention, empathy, and unshakable conviction. Influence isn't about manipulation or empty charm. It is about earning genuine resonance, guiding hearts and minds toward a vision greater than themselves. Today, you will learn to master this art so profoundly that every word you utter, every gesture you make, becomes a catalyst for change. Your journey begins with mindset. Influence springs from the belief that every person you encounter has a world of thoughts, fears, dreams, and desires as rich as your own. To connect, you must first see through their eyes. Picture Abraham Lincoln addressing a crowd divided by war. He didn't preach at them. He listened. He acknowledged their pain before illuminating a shared future. In that moment of empathy, he forged a bridge across impossible chasms. Your first step to influence is to cultivate genuine interest. Ask questions that matter. Lean into silences. Mirror their language. With each act of listening, you stake your claim as someone who cares, not just someone who speaks. Belief fuels your voice. Without it, your words ring hollow. Dale Carnegie taught that enthusiasm is contagious. When you radiate conviction, people catch it like wildfire. Recall Thomas Edison in his Menlo Park lab, voice alive with excitement as he described a breakthrough that would light up the world. His belief dissolved skepticism, turning critics into advocates. To master influence, choose to believe in your message before you deliver it. Feel it pulse in your chest. Let that energy infuse your tone, your posture, your every breath. There is no substitute for authentic passion. Clarity directs your influence like a laser cuts steel. If your message is fuzzy, your audience drifts. Craft your core idea into a crisp phrase, a rallying cry that echoes in memory. Oprah Winfrey didn't build an empire by accident. She distilled complex ideas of empowerment into accessible truths, like, "You get what you give." That clarity became her currency. What is your single, unforgettable statement? Nail it. Repeat it. Deliver it with the precision of an archer releasing an arrow. But clarity alone can feel cold without vision. Vision paints a picture of possibilities so vivid that skeptics see it as inevitable. Walt Disney didn't sell cartoons. He sold the promise of worlds where wonder was real. His influence lay in inviting people. Purpose anchors your influence in meaning. People follow those whose why transcends personal gain. Think of Martin Luther King Jr., whose "I have a dream" wasn't a tagline, but the heartbeat of a movement. His purpose, racial equality and justice, gave every listener a stake in his cause. What purpose drives you? Connect your message to something larger: service, community, transformation. When people sense your purpose, they invest their own hopes and efforts in your success. Discipline turns influence from occasional sparks into lasting glow. It is the habit of showing up, of delivering value, every time you engage. Carnegie's courses succeeded because he didn't rest on one lecture. He refined, practiced, and delivered hundreds of seminars, each more polished than the last. Influence grows each time you deliver insight, each time you uplift another person. Commit to consistent outreach, a podcast episode, a video, a conversation. Your influence compounds, building trust brick by brick. Action cements your influence into results. Words without action vanish like mist. Henry Ford didn't just speak about efficiency. He revolutionized assembly lines, proving his principles through factories. The world he built validated his words. Align your rhetoric with tangible outcomes, case studies, testimonials, demonstrations. Show people that following your guidance leads to transformation. Action is the proof that your influence is not theory but living, breathing impact. Gratitude keeps your influence humble and human. Public figures who forget their roots become distant, lost in their own echo chambers. Carnegie remained grounded by thanking participants, sending handwritten notes, celebrating others' successes. Gratitude weaves you into the fabric of people's lives. It reminds them that you're not above them, but alongside them. Thank mentors, honor collaborators, spotlight the achievements of those you inspire. In every thank you, your influence deepens. Adaptability ensures your influence thrives in changing landscapes. What captivated audiences yesterday can fall flat today. Like a river that shifts its course when obstacles appear, you must evolve. When platforms change, languages shift, or new challenges emerge, adjust your approach. Experiment with formats, tones, and channels. Solicit feedback. Listen. Iterate. Influence that rests on rigid formulas becomes brittle. Influence that flows with grace becomes unstoppable. Resilience is the steel backbone of influence. You will face rejection, skepticism, and silence. Walt Disney endured bankruptcies. Lincoln suffered defeats at the ballot box. Yet each time they rose stronger. When your message is met with resistance, do not shrink, refine. Do not retreat, recommit. Your resilience sends a clear signal. The vision you carry cannot be derailed by doubts. It galvanizes believers and pressurizes skeptics into reconsideration. Learning fuels your influence with fresh insights. Carnegie devoured biographies, studied orators, attended endless lectures, always hungry to deepen his own gifts. Influence should be a journey, not a destination. Each new skill you master, storytelling, negotiation, body language, expands your persuasive palette. Stay a student of human nature. Read widely, converse deeply, seek mentors who challenge your assumptions. With each lesson, your influence becomes more nuanced, more profound. Feel the current of these principles coursing through you now. Your mindset as a listener, your belief as a beacon, your clarity as a compass, your vision as a painting, your purpose as an anchor, your discipline as a drumbeat, your action as proof, your gratitude as warmth, your adaptability as flow, your resilience as steel, and your learning as fuel, all converge into a single, unstoppable force, your influence. When you stand before any audience, one person or 1,000, you carry this force within. You do not manipulate, you guide. You do not command, you connect. You do not dominate, you inspire. You are not a voice in the void, you are the echo people choose to follow. This is your moment to master the art of influence. Speak with intention, listen with empathy, act with purpose. Let every word you utter wield the power to transform. Let every gesture you make invite others into possibility. Master this art, and you master not just conversation, but the currents of change streaming through the world.